let's get you up to Seattle. We're standing by are our commentators, Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
Thank you very much, Larry. We are here on a beautiful afternoon for football. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Seattle Seahawks. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
Teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Now Roethlisberger, and caught right side, Green. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be third and about a foot or two. On your screen now, here are the offensive starters. At wideout, Antonio Brown is certainly someone that the defense always has to account for.
Without a doubt, a true #1 receiver. It doesn't matter to him how defenses want to cover him. He sees it as a challenge and knows how to defeat them. And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
You know, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. A big play there on the catch and run. And even 50 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. From the red zone now, here's Roethlisberger. Now been hit, and he lost the football. It's loose. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down. Here's the offense. Certainly some threats on this offense, and one of them that they target is Doug Baldwin.
Not only does he do a nice job catching the ball downfield, he's also a tremendous blocker that helps unleash the running game.
Here's Thomas Rawls with his first carry, and he cuts it out to the sideline. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Earlier, partner, when discussing Russell Wilson, you said you think he's best when Seattle is running back centric. Is Thomas Rawls the centerpiece going forward there?
I think so, because of what he did 2 seasons ago before he got hurt. Because he runs that offense the way they want it run. One cut, downhill, get upfield, and Thomas Rawls is perfect for that. If he stays healthy, that allows Russell Wilson now to throw the play action, the bootleg passes, to really hurt other teams defensively.
And Rawls has youth on his side, just 23. Baldwin coming off his first Pro Bowl appearance. He had career highs, Charles, in catches with 94, over 1,100 yards. That also a career high. Pretty good season for Doug Baldwin.
And I think the place that he really started to take off was midway through 2015. The connection between he and his quarterback, Russell Wilson, where they were playing more from the pocket, bigger plays downfield, that just propelled him into 2016. That, and anything he perceives as a slight, he uses it to his advantage, and he just goes out and plays.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a third down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it, sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And, yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They're going on 4th down, whistle. It's complete to Lockett. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that, because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. Going up top. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Shedd. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach, because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit for this.
And that's caught inside the 35. Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin hits the Seahawks with a football to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. They come out here in the I. First down, this is Rawls. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
I don't care how many times you tell the story, it never loses its luster for me. Doug Baldwin, undrafted out of Stanford, and plays like a #1 receiver should in the NFL. I don't care how you cover him. I don't care that his size isn't great. He's the one that typically comes up with.
Looking for Baldwin, intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
2 minutes remain in a scoreless first half. Back to CenturyLink Field after this. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. To throw here, Roethlisberger. Green's got it over the middle. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
On second down, Roethlisberger. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Eli Rogers, the intended receiver, and it's third and short.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Roethlisberger now to throw on third down. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Whenever I see an in-route dropped, as we just saw on that play, I'm always thinking that in the back of their mind, they're worried about what's coming at them because they're going towards traffic on that route as opposed to being away from it and maybe having a little bit more space.
They're going on 4th down. It's Roethlisberger. And this is incomplete. That incompletion, Charles, gives me a chance to put you on the clock real quick. NFC teams last year that did not make the playoffs that might make a push this coming year.
Well, 3 that come to mind right away that we thought were going to be in 2016. Minnesota, remember the start they got off to before that didn't work out so well for them. Arizona, we thought they were a lock to be in the playoffs. In fact, many of us called them Super Bowl contenders. And Carolina, the defending NFC champs going into last season, they didn't make it. So I think that all 3 could return to former glory. I'm going to give you one way off the pace here. You ready?
Let's go.
The Los Angeles Rams.
Ooh.
They get the young quarterback going, and that defense continues to live up to expectations. They can make a real strong push in the West.
They've got the D. You're right. They just need the O. On 3rd down, Wilson. He finds his man, Baldwin. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because
and no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Hey, watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Let's go.
Block it in motion right. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now Wilson. Trying to lob it in there, but it's incomplete.
Watch left. Tight end left.
3rd and long. It's Wilson. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
on any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
So on 4th down, as seen on TV, here's their resident strongman, John Ryan, on to punt. Back deep for the Steelers, Antonio Brown. He gets it away, and I think they'll smartly play keep away here from Brown. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
They come up with one running back. That's Bell. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro free safety, Earl Thomas. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. They go play action here on 1st down. Trying to lay one up deep. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. 1 receiver left, 3 to the right. On 1st down, Wilson. He's going to take another shot here. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
And Hauschka's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Wilson going to give to Rawls. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
He hits Baldwin right side. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. Wilson and the offense not coming off the field. They're going for it on 4th. 4th down. Here's Wilson. And he finds Jimmy Graham. Give him 16 yards on the play. And on 4th and long, somehow they're able to keep the drive going. And quickly they get to the line. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. Complete. Richardson has it. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Paul Richardson, 33 yards. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. And his kick is right through. Now to send this one away following the score. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where...
And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the all-pro free safety, Earl Thomas. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away. An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because...
Looking for Baldwin, intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And last time, one-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Roethlisberger will throw. Goes underneath for Bell. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4. Now Roethlisberger on first down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's the Pro Bowl quarterback, Richard Sherman. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now Wilson on second down. This complete to Lockett. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. It's a big play there for Seattle. 58 yards. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. On first down, Wilson. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. It's a gain of 20 that time. And the Seahawks are going to have a first and goal. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They set up the screen to Rawls. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll bring up a second and goal. And now they're in the hurry-up. So they're on the 5-yard line here, second down and goal. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Thomas Rawls, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This is taken near the 13. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Now it's Roethlisberger. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he's brought down. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. To throw here, Roethlisberger. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. Again, it's Roethlisberger. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Deshaun Shedd. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball.
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off William Gay. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. Now a desperation throw. He's got a man. Complete. Give him 30 yards there. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And now a first down following that long gain. They come up with one running back. That's Bell. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to let it fly. And this is caught. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Antonio Brown, 42 yards. And the interception by the Steeler D leads to a touchdown. They'll try and run it in with Bell. And this play is going nowhere fast as he goes down. That one might need to go back to the drawing board as they fail on the 2-point try. And this is going to be taken in by the Seahawks. And it would appear they're on.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Oh, Wilson going to throw. Baldwin with it over the middle. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Wilson, a give to Rawls. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's a win for the Seahawks here as we say so long from Seattle.
Faster than a hairpin trigger. Don't you say, don't you? Don't say. Don't you say one breath, it'll just break it. So shut your mouth and run me like a river. Shut your mouth, baby, stand and deliver. Holy hands, pulling, make me a sinner. Like a river, like a river. Shut your mouth and run me like a river. Choke this love till the veins start to shiver. One last breath till the tears start to wither. Like a river, like a river. Shut your mouth and run me like a river. Tales of an
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. As we head towards kickoff, two quarterbacks will be on the field today trying to push their team to victory. It's Cousins' Redskins going up against Roethlisberger's Steelers. So with that, let's get up to Heinz Field in Pittsburgh. On the call, here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Thank you very much, Larry. We are here on a beautiful afternoon for football. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Washington Redskins and the Pittsburgh Steelers. On to get us started now, the kicker, Chris Boswell. And we are underway from Heinz Field. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. They go play action here on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. And the Buffet boys, the O-line, hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
Throwing again, Cousins on 2nd and 10. Looking for his tight end read, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Roethlisberger, a screen to Bell. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. A good first down call as the screenplay gets him 9.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Here's Roethlisberger, looking for his running back, and he's got it. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a third down. And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
He finds Coates complete. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag. Completed it very well.
Now it's Roethlisberger. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Marcus Wheaton, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They go back to the air here after the INT. And he can't quite bring it in. Might have heard footsteps there across the middle. Second down. And the starting defensive unit here for Pittsburgh.
Cameron Hayward is a defensive lineman, but many of us, especially guys of my vintage, remember his father, Craig Ironhead Hayward, who was a running back. I think Cameron decided he'd rather hit people than be hit.
This one complete to Jordan Reed. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. For Jordan Reed, Charles, still waiting for him to play a full complement of games. You know, through 4 seasons, he hasn't completed a full NFL schedule, but he's right up there in the argument for best tight end in the league.
He certainly is, and I don't think...
Trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Mitchell. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see that sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. Give him 30 yards there.
I can say this from experience, especially from a defensive back's perspective. There's not many things more terrifying than a toss sweep or a pitch play and all that beef out in front of the runner.
Yeah, I had an old coach say 3 words on those plays, toss or pitch. Set the edge. Heard him over and over.
A lot of times they roll the edge. coverage. And when they do that, that's why you can go for a long way.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 12 yards on the pickup, and the Steelers are going to have a first down. Roethlisberger with a give to Bell. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line. In 12 regular season games this last year for Bell, averaging over 150 yards from scrimmage. First 2 games in the playoffs were great, but, you know, getting injured in the final game probably leaves a bad taste in his mouth.
Leaves a bad taste, gives him fuel for the next season, though, because remember, for the last few years, he hasn't been able to play a full season for various reasons. Now, going into next year, imagine those numbers over a 16-game season and heading into the playoffs. Le'Veon Bell can set new records.
And Charles, a couple extra defensive backs in here on 3rd and 1.
Not expecting them to run it at all.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little...
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Ryan Kerrigan coming in from his outside linebacker spot. He buries him for a loss of 10 or 11. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Now Roethlisberger. And this is caught at the 8. And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 8-yard line. You know, when I see passes like that, I'm reminded of something you and I talked about yesterday. Big Ben was a wide receiver the first 3 years of high school, sitting behind the coach's son. And then he finally got that opportunity. I think he's made the most of it.
It's always the coach's son, isn't it? But you know where it helps him?
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Le'Veon Bell, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Roethlisberger looking to throw. Flushed out right. Now Ben hit, and he lost the football. It's loose. And now the pressure, the big fella. And the Redskins scoop it. He hurdles him.
Should get a gold medal for that one.
Past the 20. And can you believe this? It's 2 points the other way on the fumble return. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. Cousins now after the fumble recovery. He's going to try and go deep again. It's caught inside the 25. A huge play there for Washington. 47 yards. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
Second down, Cousins. And here's another interception, the third of this first quarter. Picked off by the veteran James Harrison. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And so close.
For sure, because to be that close on offense, But the defensive players, too, thought, hey, we're going to put some points up and have a little momentum going. They've got to find a way to just get it out of their minds, let it go,
short-term memory,
and move on to the next series.
Brown finishing 2016 with over 1,200 yards, 106 receptions. Now, for him, people were expecting maybe some bigger numbers. Charles, what did you make of Antonio Brown's season?
Well, what I made of it is that he started to get more help along the way. Jesse James developed at tight end. Once Le'Veon Bell got into the lineup, he started to catch passes out of the backfield and ate up a few numbers as well. So Big Ben had more targets to throw it to. That should help Antonio Brown going forward in 2017 because he'll still be the primary guy. But when you get help, well, you can make bigger plays downfield. And that run was memorable for only one reason. There was absolutely no place to run with the football. No gaps, no creases, no gain.
And counting the defense here, the Redskins have 6 defensive backs out there. This is Bell on the dump off. And they pick up the first down there with a gain of 4. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Now a first down carry by Bell. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain could look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Big Ben, not the most agile quarterback in NFL history, but he can use those legs when he needs to.
He really can, and I think it starts with him taking contact and shedding people trying to get him on the ground. That's when he becomes the most elusive.
Yeah, something he honed back at the University of Miami in Ohio.
Yeah, and they didn't get him down in the MAC. It's hard to get him down in the NFL.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Now that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
On offense, the guy that you want to have the best eyes on the field are your quarterbacks, so you can see everything pre-snap, and then, of course, as the play develops. On defense, oftentimes it's the linebacker, and on this play, his eyes took him right to the ball, and he made a nice tackle.
Now it's Roethlisberger. He's got his man here. It's Green. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. Red zone opportunity. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback that has to slide and find open space to throw.
Down here in the red zone, you know your tight end's going to be a favorite target. Couldn't hang on.
And sometimes they just have to get out of their own head because they understand how tight windows are there and how many bodies are there. And sometimes they just overthink it and don't catch the ball.
They come out here in the eye. Big Ben going to take it himself. Call it a gain of 3. And the decision to go for it pays off. They've got a 1st and goal.
Deep in the red zone. This was 4-down territory from the start. And here, they won't wind up with a touchdown, but they do get a great consolation prize as they convert and pick up a first down inside the 5.
That gets them 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal. Offense has been out there a while. This is their 14th play in this series. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Ben Roethlisberger with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. So they're going to go for 2. Now they'll try to sweep with Bell. And he's going to go down right at the line of scrimmage. The defense left him with nowhere to go. And the try for 2 is denied. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Caught on the right side, Reed. It's a gain of 14 there. And that leads to a Washington first down.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? That sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. All right, different topic here. 2018, the Super Bowl, traveling north, far north to Minneapolis. Early predictions for that one. Who you got?
Well, you know, everyone's still waiting in the NFL for a home team to play in its home stadium, right? So could the Vikings be that team? I'll start in the NFC, and I'm going to say no. I think Seattle, starting to get near that maybe last run with their defense. But Earl Thomas returns. I like Seattle coming out of the NFC. How about you?
Well, I'm actually going to take a Dallas Cowboys NFC title run. I think that they came so close this year, probably most talented going into next year.
I like that one. Well, in the AFC, I'm going to go with a team that if they improve their defense and their quarterback stays healthy, they could be that team, the Oakland Raiders.
Okay, I'm going dark horse. Cleveland Browns. Let's go.
Hey, from worst to first.
On 2nd down, Cousins again. Out to the left here to Reed. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Throwing is Cousins. Jordan Reed has it. 9 yards on the play and a first down. And with that, it's 2-minute warning time here on the NFL on EA Sports. Fresh set of downs here. And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. Cousins, he couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
Now Kelly on the taunts. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
It's like a good novel, man. From undrafted free agent to leading rusher for his team, the Rob Kelly story in 2016.
You're right. Matt Jones had 460. He led it by a wide margin, did Kelly, 704. The question I have for you, what do you see from Fat Rob now going forward?
I think that he can be the lead runner for them because he does an excellent job in pass protection, a skill not many backs have.
And, Charles, I know Ryan Shazier, who made that tackle, a youngster you like a lot.
I love him, and I liked him a bunch coming out of Ohio State because the more this game leans towards speed and less on bulk, that's where Ryan Shazier excels because of his ability to run down plays. If anything goes away from him, he'll chase it. A lot of the time, he can run with tight ends, running backs downfield and pass coverage. That only helps his outside linebackers like James Harrison and Bud Dupree get to the quarterback.
And this play is going nowhere fast as he goes down. That one might need to go back to the drawing board as they fail on the two-point try. Boy, still a half-plus to play, but it is a two-score game. They're going to go onside kick early. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
A screen to Bell. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me. Good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
And the Redskins have an extra man in the secondary here on third. Roethlisberger. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. Brown, the lone receiver, left. They'll try and throw for it with Roethlisberger. And it is incomplete. Let's look ahead for a quick minute. We don't have the schedules yet for next year, but what we do have are the 5 international games that will be played, 4 in London and then 1 again in Mexico. Jacksonville, Baltimore, Miami, New Orleans, Cleveland, Minnesota, Rams, and Arizona. Those in London, and then Mexico's going to get a great game. The Raiders and New England.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And just think about the ones in London. Remember, they're splitting them between the 2 different stadiums in London, so they get a different flavor in all these places. But Mexico, for the 2nd straight year, the Raiders are coming to town. That should be a whole lot of fun.
Should be a ton of fun and a very good matchup. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. They come up in an offset eye. Cousins on 1st down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Mike Mitchell. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the 1st down or to have the defense have to hold
He
up.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. And no escaping this time is. He'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. To throw here, Roethlisberger. Hauled in by Wheaton over the middle. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. Wheaton with a catch right side. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Now Roethlisberger on first down. Brought in by Wheaton. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys in plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
Garcon, the man in motion. Final play of the half. Cousins. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Mike Mitchell. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And they decide fairly early here they need the ball back, so here's an onside kick. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach. We can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
Now Roethlisberger. Green with a catch left side. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down.
And coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they? The evaluation process in today's NFL does not take into account as much bulk as it does speed. And that's what we're seeing with the linebacker position. Those guys that can run, they can play at any spot because they can make plays on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage.
A fake to Bell. Now it's and he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again.
And now here is another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. A gain of 3, second down.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dante Whitner. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. Shift together here from the D-line. interception. Cousins. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there. He's going to look deep down the field, and it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down. One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done. Throwing again, Cousins on 2nd and 10. Bringing it in, Jackson left side. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help the team very much, unless, of course, you're playing defense. Well, if you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one. They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal. Jordan Reed has it, and he's got the 1st down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right? I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence. Little lull in the action here to go over an offseason storyline that's kind of interesting. L.A. a couple years ago, they have no teams, and now they're going to have 2 with the move from San Diego to L.A. What does that mean for the league and for the Chargers? It seems like an easier transition, doesn't it, than St. Louis when they moved back to Los Angeles. Less culture shock. Less culture shock, less, obviously geography, the whole deal. But it's a transition is not going to be easy. Remember, they're going to go play in a soccer stadium, essentially, for at least the first couple of years before they share a stadium with the Rams. So that changes things. Obviously, trying to create an identity in the market they haven't been in a long time. They began as the Los Angeles Chargers, but only played 1 season as such. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. On 3rd down, Cousins. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down. Well, an incomplete pass certainly doesn't look like a good play. For the guy throwing it today, as many interceptions he's thrown, he's got to feel a sigh of relief that the ball actually hit the ground and didn't go in the other direction. They'll indeed go for it. It's Cousins. And this is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound. I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think? And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. On 2nd down, Roethlisberger. And Green with a catch left side. And he's going to go out of bounds at the 30-yard line. That was good for 16, and the drive will continue. 1st down and 10 now for the offensive group. Now Roethlisberger going to hand to Bell. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Play was stopped on that play. We've had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game. Here's Roethlisberger. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the ball, as we just saw there. They'll pitch it out to Bell. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. One thing I know, defensive coaches love it when they don't have to invite their players to the party. This strong safety, you never have to ask him twice to help in run support. He's going to arrive and in a bad mood.
On second down, here's Roethlisberger, escaping the pressure right. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. He'll wind up getting 11 on that one, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. On 3rd and 1, it's Roethlisberger. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Marcus Wheaton, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And they're going to speed things up here. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Cousins now. He's going to let this one go deep. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on. 3rd down. 7 yards remaining here on 3rd down.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays. And you don't get many opportunities to dial them up. And they just did. And they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Throwing, Cousins. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And they have the football and will set up shop.
Hard to admit that I used to draw portraiture in a human form, doodle of a two-headed peeps and a dog in a two-bedroom doing menial jobs. Plus, rhyming and stealing and being a clod. Distractions, freedom, a rod. I left some years of deer in the light. I left some will the spirit away. I let my fears materialize. I let my skills deteriorate. I've been continuing a mission that was rooted in a 20-year affinity and rickety condition with an ID crisis. Snap on the front lawn, look up in the sky, it's shapes falling out of the fringe. All heart though we would have made cowardly kings. They will chop you down just to count your rings, just to count your rings, just to count your rings. And now we're colors pouring out of the fringe. All heart though we would have made cowardly kings. They will chop you down just to count your rings, just to count your rings, just to count your rings. Used to paint, hard to admit that I used to paint. Natural light on a human face, stenciled fire in his roommate's face. It was blooming addiction, a miss and a push and a pigment. Book like a tattooed pigskin look. Pinhead kids in a minute, drank Kool-Aid from a tube of acrylic. And I grew up in a linseed oil or a linen. to the resin. Capture a map at a gesture. Back up, add a little accurate fat to the figure. Redo that, move that inward. Zinc white lightning shoots from his fingers. Studio strewn with illusion and tinctures. Stay tuned for the spooky adventures. You can imagine the stars that align when a forearm starts foreshortening right, or a torso hung on a warping spine in proportion. Reads as warm and alive. Routine day with a dirt cheap brush. Then a week goes by and it goes untouched. Then 2, then 3, then a month, and the rest of your life to beat yourself up. I left some seasons eager to fall. I left some work to bury your life. Represented an unfeasible anxiety is brutally committed to relinquishing his privacy, aligning with the trials of the anti-Midas. Snap on the back lawn, look up in the sky, it's shapes falling out of the fringe. All heart though we would have made cowardly kings. They will chop you down just to count your rings. Just to count your rings. Just to count your rings. And now we're colors pouring out of the fringe. All heart though we would have made cowardly kings. They will chop you down just to count your rings. Just to count your rings. Just to count your.
You better not be the one to doubt us, 'cause we've been putting in the hours. We only taking what was ours. So you better not be the one to doubt us, 'cause we gon' blow your mind. We gon' blow your mind. We gon' blow your mind. Okay, whoa. We've been on the road, from the go. Hit my blow. You know we've been down for too long to give up. Can't go. I need all pesos, want it all. Case closed. I go balls to the wall, can't hold to the ball game over. These boys can't hold me. You boys can't hold us. I told you. Better not be the. Cause we've been putting in the hours. We only taking what was ours. So you better not be the one to doubt us, 'cause we gon' blow your mind. We gon' blow your mind. We gon' blow your mind. When I was back home washing them dishes, I was just wishing I could just vision. I was gon' get it, I was on missions, I was just living. Walked in that building, we was just building. Taking our time, we was just yielding. We was just chilling away from these haters. Know they be watching like a theater. Plotting these niggas that we need later. They gon' degrade us, it won't delay us. This is what made us. We got Omega, probably roll. Probably just leave. I see you later. I salute Wake, cop a new crib, got some new neighbors. You get this big, they gon' want favors, they gon' want flavors. Probably roll. Hope the Lord save us, wait from these haters. Hope the Lord save us, wait from these snakes, wait from these fakes. Wait, I need breaks, wait, I need cake. How long can we wait? Come on, for peace sake. You better not be the one to doubt us.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. We've got a good one on tap today, and there's going to be two quarterbacks ready to get it done on the gridiron. It's Cousins, Redskins, going up against Roethlisberger's Steelers. So with kickoff straight ahead, we'll check in with our broadcast team. Here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Right at the convergence of the Three Rivers on Art Rooney Drive, we welcome you to Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Washington Redskins and the Pittsburgh Steelers. And they're going to go soft on the corners. They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. Sammy Coates has it complete. It'll go as a gain of 10 there. Against man coverage.
Both of them read how much yardage they needed, figured what they had to do, and were able to beat the man coverage for the completion.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. On second down, it's Bell. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
Back-to-back runs that were stacked up. Offensively, now you've got to think to yourself, do we change blocking assignments? Do we change formations? Do we change looks in order to try and get the running game going?
Sammy Coates, the intended target there. And that brings up 4th down.
But no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Washington offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. Here comes the D swarming to the line. Now a play fake here on first down. He's got time. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And here's the offense today that hopes to get off to a strong start. Second down following the incompletion. On second down, Cousins again, eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they'll get him down here at the 23. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll be 3rd down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
This is caught by Jackson. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw...
And got his man complete. It's a pickup of 33 yards. And it'll be first down, Washington.
Not the tallest receiver on the field, but he just shouted to admit that the little guy can't go downfield and make a big-time catch on a deep pass because sometimes they'll just out-scrap you for the football.
This is the first carry for Rob Kelly, and he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
And frankly, Brandon, we're talking about things I'm not sure we ever thought we'd talk about in the NFL, and a lot of that is the speed at the linebacker position. A lot of these guys in college, they were safeties. They moved them up to outside linebacker to combat the spread offenses, and now we're seeing it in the NFL. Those same guys using their speed to make plays in the backfield, similar to that one.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve.
All right, here we go.
They run it here with Thompson. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Redskin touchdown. Chris Thompson taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Redskins have taken a first-quarter lead. It's good, and the Redskins take a 7-0 lead. So the flag is for roughing the kicker, a big 15-yard penalty.
And I'm not sure that was the time to go all out after the kicker. Plenty of time left in this game.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And some good coverage there by the kick team as they'll bring him down at the 16-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll start out on the ground with Bell. It's a pickup of 14 there, and that'll be good for a Pittsburgh first.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
He was trying to find Ladarius Green there as tight end, and that'll bring up second down. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They established the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
Easy.
Second and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger. Over the middle, here to Coates. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
180. No spacing. 180. Easy. These two.
On first and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Throwing the slant pattern here, complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Simple slant route and part of a really nice hard throw by the quarterback.
Nice timing between the quarterback and the receiver. They were perfectly in sync, and he put it right on him on the inside route.
They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40. The linebacker, William Compton, in on the tackle. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers.
There we go. Black 5.
Now Roethlisberger to throw on second down. On the right side, caught by Green. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
On third down, Roethlisberger. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on fourth down. Fourth down, here's Roethlisberger. And he's got Rodgers. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29.
Well, it all came together on that one, didn't it?
Big-time throw on fourth.
Now, that had to feel good, didn't it? Taking that type of a gamble there and making it pay off. What a throw.
And tough as a receiver because no matter how perfect the pass, you know it's fourth down and you got to convert.
A little bit of extra pressure, but he overcame it.
And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Over the middle, it's caught by Rodgers. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a first down. And the offense readies for play number 10 of this series. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They come up with one running back. That's Bell. So the chain gang now done for the drive, ball on the 10. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Le'Veon Bell, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way, because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Cousins now to throw on first down. He sets the... Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. That one goes for 38 yards. And that leads to a Washington first down. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. They come out here in the eye. They'll pitch it to Kelly, and he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Now, he lost 6 there on the first down play.
As I watch that play unfold, stereotypes are being broken left and right. As a corner, you're often back there guarding against the pass. But how about that diagnosis and read and getting into the backfield and making a nice play and a tackle?
Here we go now.
Second down, Cousins. Jackson's got it over the middle. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
They'll try and run for it with Kelly. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. He needed a yard. That's what he got. And it's going to earn him a new set of downs.
3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the first down.
They'll keep it in the hands of Kelly. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. Lawrence Timmons, the linebacker, there to get him down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. They'll run with Thompson. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4.
Well, partner, they might want to tear up their scouting reports a little bit here, because they just broke tendency. 3rd down, you don't ordinarily see a toss. They ran it really well and picked up the first down. I love the way the edges were sealed, which allowed him to get to the corner.
Now Cousins. That's caught at the 1. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. Kelly to try to punch it in. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. A great effort there. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Redskins have taken the lead. On is Hopkins now for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Oh, he bowls over it. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent, but you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
Again, it's Bell. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
They'll run it with Bell. And some room to work. And he's brought down. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Well, they're certainly running the ball pretty well on this drive, and all I remember as a secondary guy was if you're making a lot of tackles in a game, that's usually not good for your defense. You've got to figure out how to keep things in front of you because you know there's 3 levels, defensive line, linebackers, and into the secondary. And if the 3rd level is leading your team in tackles, as a general rule, things aren't going so well for your defense.
No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Here's Bell, and they'll get him down right around the 16. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Set! 30.
They'll run it with Williams. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. D'Angelo Williams as the first half is winding down. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And the Steelers signal for another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. A 1st down throw for Cousins. Complete to the right. This is Garcon. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Now that's the way you run offense. Understanding your clock situation. Excellent job getting to the sideline and getting out of bounds. That's the way to conserve time.
2nd and very short here, less than a yard. And they're going to go soft on the corners. Cousins now on 2nd down. And that one got tipped. Got to throw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. 1st down. Here's Cousins. And Reed with it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. Final play of the half. Cousins letting one go deep for the end zone. And this one is incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. He'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Now a play fake. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7. And quickly, they get to the line.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down. One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
Here's Tressway now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this is a beauty as that ball's going to angle out at the 6-yard line. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. After the penalty, it's Bell. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, He seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
And that's complete to Jesse James. It's a pickup of 21. And it's good enough for a Pittsburgh first down.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do. And it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. And now they're in the hurry-up. On 3rd and 1, it's Roethlisberger. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust.
And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. So the D-line's going to spread out. They come up with one running back. That's Bell. Now Roethlisberger on first down. That's complete right around the 8. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, ball's out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
This is Bell. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Dante Whitner. Down the numbers. There he goes. 30, the 20, 10. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Redskins touchdown. Charles, we've seen him target one of their main weapons time and time again. Maybe they went to that well too many times there.
Yeah, and it's so difficult to determine how many times is too many, because how many times have we seen a team go and play and say, until they stop us, we'll keep going. Well, they got stopped on that one, and it cost them 6 points.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
CD, wanted to get your thoughts just on the landscape of the offseason for each of these teams. Super Bowl in the rearview mirror, but so much going on. People look at the draft a lot, but there's a lot more that goes into the offseason for these front offices, is there not?
It certainly is, and even before we get to the draft, you start with the combine, that's held in Indianapolis every year, and you have about 350 of the top prospects coming together to get their physicals and interviews and on-field performance, and all that'll get evaluated along with their game tape. And then you've got the free agents, all right? That starts, I believe, in early March, where now the free agents can start moving around to different teams. So your team's starting to take a little bit of shape there, free agency, because then the draft's coming up. You're trying to put your team together with new draft picks have everyone start to move in one direction, and then you have the OTAs and minicamps. We get to see them on the field for the first time, and we start to get a better idea of how these teams are going to look when the fall begins.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down.
Here we go. 180.
They'll indeed go for it with Roethlisberger. And he's got Rodgers. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down.
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays and big-time moments. I think that 4th down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
On 1st down, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to air one out. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bashaud Breeland. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. The Redskins offense now, they head back onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play. When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming. 8 yards still remaining here on 3rd down. Back now in Pittsburgh, it's the Redskins with the football and the lead as we start the 4th. A nickel back added defensively as they look to stop this 3rd and 8. Now Cousins here on the bootleg. He'll buy some time right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Here we go.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. He's going to let it go again. And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Dante Whitner. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. They get set to take over here. Following the interception, Cousins. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. And on 2nd and 10 now.
Slants are so tough to cover because everything happens so fast. But sometimes it happens too fast for the guy catching the ball because all of his movements have to be quick off the line of scrimmage, and then all of a sudden the ball's right on top of you. And maybe he got a little bit ahead of himself there.
And a lot of times coming in with good pace, and he dropped it. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
3rd and 11, 5 in the secondary now.
Nickel look. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They bring a man off the corner that time, and he gets home for a loss of 6. Here's Tressway now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his 1st. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Now Brown. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. They come out here in the I.
Set! 180! Alert! Set!
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
If you're a defender, one of the fun things about playing zone defenses, especially in today's football, is that it's not as static as it was in the good old days, meaning you just drop to a point and react into the football. Now you end up with a lot of man-to-man principles once you get into your zone defense. In other words, get to your assignment and then locate a guy coming into your area, and then you end up covering him almost man for man. That allows him to make more plays on the football like the one we just saw there.
And they're going to speed things up here. They go play action here on first down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the veteran corner, D'Angelo Hall. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. And here come the Redskins now. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. And Reed with it over the middle. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
We always hear from coaches how much they like to run crossing routes because they want to hit their receivers on the go, get them the ball, and keep them moving. How about when you hit a tight end that way? Okay, the receivers are going to run past you most of the time. The tight end, they can do their damage a different way, break a few tackles and really scatter some people, can't they?
And this is caught inside the 5. It's a big play, Cousins to Jackson. 41 yards.
Okay, what can't Deshaun Jackson do? All right, we know about the catches. We just saw another one there. Also gets involved in the return game, and he can break big plays like that. We've seen him do it throughout his NFL career.
We have. What are you thinking of anything in particular?
I'm still remembering a certain Giants punter not following orders, and Deshaun Jackson made that big-time return all the way back for a game winner in that one.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And not great starting field position here for the offense.
Let's go. Black 80.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. And the offense moving quickly to the line. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 14 there. And the Steelers are going to have a first down.
That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophy...
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7. And quickly, they get to the line.
Let's go. Black 20.
Now Bell. And some room to maneuver. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this.
Set. Black 80.
On third down, here's Williams. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary.
Set. 180.
He'll look to throw. And James has it. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
Set. Black 5. Hey, alert.
He's back to throw. Over the middle here to Brown. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
It's complete to Brown, right side. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. They come up with one running back. That's Bell. Back to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by the All-Pro. There he goes, left side. The 30. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Redskins touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Well, this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. Now a desperate. He's got a man. Complete. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win him the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
And oh, look at this. A flip to the kicker. He's going to try to run for it. And they will not get the 2 points here, but it wouldn't have mattered anyways. And that will be the final snap of the ball game. So they tried to tack on 2 more. Wouldn't have mattered as far as who won and who lost, but that's how this one ends.
Felt like cosmetics, didn't it? Just put another 2 points on the board, make the score look a little bit better. Maybe they